Martial is isolated. Skirtle here. Oh, yes! Welcome to Manchester United, Anthony Martial!
I'm sure the majority of us remember that clip. A teenager bursting onto the scene in one of the biggest rivalry matches in the world. A teenager with all the potential in the world. And a teenager who has now spent 7 years at Manchester United by the name of Anthony Martial. Someone who a few years ago was one of the top scorers in the Premier League is now being looked at as an outcast on the Manchester United bench and is linked to a move to Sevilla. What's up guys, it's Let's Talk Football here, and today we look at Anthony Martial leaving Manchester United. Anthony Martial has moved closer to a Manchester United exit as he looks set to join Sevilla on loan, according to many reports. The French forward has started just 2 Premier League games this season and has made it clear that he wants to leave Old Trafford. Ralph Rangnick even suggested that Martial did not want to be part of the squad against Aston Villa earlier this month, a claim which the 26-year-old refused. Several clubs have shown interest in Martial, but according to Spanish journalist Mateo Moreto, a loan move for Sevilla is now all but complete. The forward has agreed to reduce his salary to make the switch happen, with wages being the main concern in the deal before. In early reports of this deal, it was said that Juventus offered Martial more money to move to Turin on loan, but the Frenchman had his sights set on Spain, and more specifically Sevilla. The lure of being involved in a title race may have been what swung for Martial, with Sevilla currently second in La Liga, only 4 points off leaders Real Madrid. However, with that being said, Sevilla are the lowest scorers in the top 4, so the signing of Martial could give them the firepower they need to win a first league title in 75 years. Martial has scored 79 goals in 269 appearances for Manchester United since signing from Monaco in 2015 for an initial $36 million. His contract at Old Trafford runs until 2024 with the option of a further year, but it seems likely that he has played his last game in a United shirt after playing a pivotal role in United's 1-0 win this past weekend. When Martial joined the club, there were big expectations that came with it, and he did deliver in his first season, as he was United's top scorer, sitting down Martin Skirtle in the Liverpool game, sitting down Van Dijk, all in his first season as a Red. Bright futures looked ahead for Martial. But when Mourinho came in, things took a sour turn for Martial, as he found himself on the bench many times that season. Speaking of Mourinho, Martial himself, alongside a couple other players who stayed his full 7 years, have gone through many managerial switches. So let's look at his stats and see if he's really been that bad, or a quote-unquote virus as many Manchester United fans are making him out to be, under several managers. Under the man who signed him, Louis van Gaal, he had 45 matches, 17 goals, 10 assists, with a 0.6 goals per 90 minutes, which is not bad for a teenager who had just joined the league at the time. Now, when Jose came in, things got sour, as I said. In 6,100 minutes, which accumulated over 68 matches, he scored 27 goals and provided 18 assists, with a 0.66 goals and assists per 90 minutes, which isn't too bad, saying that he came off the bench for the majority of that time and was in the bad books of Mourinho for a lot of the time that Mourinho was there. Now under Ole is where Martial really thrived and we saw the best of his game, linking up with Rashford. We all remember pandemic Martial, but during Ole's whole tenure, Martial played 7,100 minutes under the Norwegian, which resulted in 78 matches, scored 34 goals and provided 25 assists, with a 0.5 goals and assists per 90. Under Rangnick, he seems to be getting the similar to Mourinho treatment, but not even coming off the bench. A similar story for Donny van de Beek, who congratulated Martial actually on his impact performance off the bench, even if it was for a few minutes. I'm sure Martial and Van de Beek had many conversations while on the bench and not getting any playing time. It's no doubt that Martial's best 2 seasons are undoubtedly his debut season in the 15-16 and his first full season under Ole in 1920. Stats in only those 2 seasons combined result in 8,100 minutes played, 86 full matches, 40 goals, 22 assists, with a 0.72 goals and assists per 90, also 1 FA Cup and 1 Player of the Year award for Manchester United. Although the 15 and 16 and 19 and 20 season were undoubtedly his best in United shirt, a season which goes under the radar is the 17-18, as I said. Before the arrival of Alexis to Sanchez in January. Martial had 11 goals and 8 assists in just 1,700 minutes in all competitions, a goal or assist every 90 minutes. But of course, Jose brought Sanchez into the starting fold, placed Martial on the right wing after already taking the number 9 off of him and giving it to Ibra, and Martial's season deteriorated day by day. Jose blew his chances of going to the World Cup with France and winning it. In 18-19, Martial regained a starting spot of sorts under Jose, after Jose realized Sanchez was more useless than playing Marouane Fellaini on the wing. And he quickly proved his worth. In just 800 minutes under Jose Mourinho before his sacking in the league, Martial got 7 goals, a goal every 108 minutes. By now, he'd gained a nickname, Ice Cold Martial. Although this may now seem like a joke or a meme, it's clear that hindsight, it was a wonderful thing at the time for the Frenchman. His confidence was at an all-time high, going into Jose's sacking and into Ole's new job, and he proved that. When he moved into the wonderful 1920 season, Martial started the season in fine form with 2 goals and an assist in the first 3 league games. This was Martial with Pereira and Lingard supplying him, no Pogba, and of course this was before Bruno Ole handed him the number 9 back. Martial sustained an injury in the first month of the season and didn't return until October. In his return match, he showed his class with a goal against Norwich. He followed up with 2 assists versus Brighton and showed United how much they'd been missing a proper number 9. And finally, what really sparked Martial was when Bruno Fernandes arrived. Martial and Bruno kicked it off immediately with a couple of matches. It was clear that all they had was a brilliant relationship. Martial scored 3 goals in his first 4 matches with Bruno behind him. His goal against Watford, arguably the best of the season, and the friendship and partnership on the field took off from there. So looking at all this, it's fair to say that Martial has been an impactful player for Manchester United. But where did it go wrong? As time went on, much like many players in this Manchester United team, Ole overplayed Martial, burning him out and letting him rot on the bench after he wasn't delivering, which led Ralf Rangnick to have his doubts about Martial after only seeing him in the games where Ole had him burnt out. This snowballed into Martial sitting on the bench game after game and him growing increasingly frustrated with Manchester United. Now, Sevilla will be getting the striker who did all this in 7 years for Manchester United. What do you guys think? Do you think Sevilla are getting a good deal? Although it is only a loan deal, do you think that Martial has a realistic chance of helping Sevilla lift their first La Liga title in a very long time? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.